aquí fue la última vez que guardamos. Estamos resolviendo... Somos unos policías. Al parecer nos emborrachamos muchísimo la noche pasada. Porque nos hospedamos en el mismo hotel aquí. Como que no somos de por aquí, no sé.
Hay un refrán terrestre, capitán. Una frase de gran poder y sabiduría.
Buenas,
y
Cono.
consuelo para el alma en tiempos de necesidad.
¿Y cuál es?
¡Alonsí!
Ahora no puedo leerte, un momento. Os leo enseguida. Estos son los niños que me hicieron una escalera para niños, un poco desvencijada, pero práctica. La escalera es para niños, no aguantaría el peso de un hombre adulto. No puedo ir, ¿no? Este es nuestro compañero. Vale, por aquí no puedo pasar porque está el campo. Vamos a ver el cadáver, que creo que la última vez...
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth.
A veces el cadáver te mira con ojos blancos y abultados. La cara a su alrededor no parece humana, tan hinchada que parece a punto de estallar. Sus labios se asemejan a los de un pez y su lengua a una mordaza de bola.
You seem to be holding your breath.
Parece que esté conteniendo la respiración.
A
Mira hacia
cargo
abajo.
belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
Una cinta del amarre le retuerce el cuello en un ángulo antinatural. De cuello para abajo parece estar rígido. De él emana una putrefacción impía. El olor se infiltra incluso a través de tus fosas nasales tapadas. Vamos a poner... Dios, qué asco. ¿Por qué huele tan mal?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
Descomposición activa. Este es nuestro compañero, otro policía como nosotros. De otro departamento, creo que es un teniente de otro departamento. El teniente se lleva un trozo lindo blanco a la nariz. Puede vomitar a gente, nadie le va a juzgar.
He's about to blow. Cock's gonna blow, Kuno.
Vamos a intentarlo, pero es legendario y nosotros tenemos una resistencia de unos décimos. Hay un 3% de posibilidades de que lo consigamos. Así que vamos a apartarnos. Las huellas ya las examinamos, había como 8 tipos. Vamos a hablar con los niños. La última vez no tuvimos mucho de ellos. Un coche, parece...
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet.
Lo que tienes delante es un carruaje motorizado. La carrocería está pintada de azul y decorada con motivos blancos. Uno de ellos compone el número 57. El gran motor de la parte trasera del vehículo emana vapor. Aún no ha tenido tiempos de enfriarse.
This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. The Caprice Kinema motor carriage.
Ah, sí. Aparte de hablarnos, también nos hablan como las voces de nuestra cabeza que representan como la lógica... por ejemplo, el conocimiento, el instinto, etc, etc. Ahora, aquí podemos, mira, aquí os enseño, ¿ves? El intelecto, tenemos la lógica que me habla, la enciclopedia, que es como los datos más, como conocimientos, ¿no? Más concretos. La retórica, la teatralidad, la abstracción, la visión espacial, y bueno, y así que voluntad, mundo interior, empatía, autoridad, espíritu de corps, y sugestión. Y bueno, aquí tenemos... Estas son las voces de mi cabeza que cuando sale una situación concreta ellos hablarán. Hablan con el protagonista. Somos... Aquí tenemos misiones. Y notas que nos vamos cumplimentando. Nos dice la lógica. Este debe ser la máquina infernal que te arrancó de la inconsciencia. El carruaje motorizado Opris Kinema. Abre la
In the
puerta.
cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
En la cabina ves un juego de palancas de dirección, una radio, micrófono colgada de un gancho, una caja de herramientas extraíble bajo el asiento y el suave brillo del indicador del precalentador de
A
combustible.
scent of leatherwork and heavy fuel oils washes over you.
Un momento. Vale, ya los tengo aquí. Buenas, Benja. ¿Cómo voy? Aquí estamos jugando a este maravilloso juego. Nada. ¿Ves? Percepción. Nuestra percepción nos habla, porque viene del olfato, ¿no? Te envuelven los aromas del cuerpo y del fuel óleo pesado. Coger la radio.
The
Vamos a cogerlo.
frequency tableau lights up, and a green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something.
La tabla de frecuencias ilumina y un botón verde con la etiqueta línea principal brilla como el ojo de un felino. A continuación se oye algo.
The soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
Un suave ronroneo de gatitos eléctricos, onda de radio, propagandas a lo largo y ancho de la metrópolis. La voz de una mujer te saluda a través de la estática.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Aquí, la 57. Hola, teniente, ¿en qué puedo ayudarle?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Hola, Liz, por favor, ayude a nuestro colega de la 41. ¿Se refiere a nosotros? ¿Que somos esto? No, aquí presente. Le pasó con él. ¿Qué pasó
Operating
con él?
radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
Vale, manejar la radio es fácil. Tú confía que probablemente lo hayas hecho miles de veces. Aquí pisa fuego el cambio. Vale, hola, imagínate primero. Hola. Bueno, vamos a ser amables.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Aquí la gente Alice Demetri, ¿no? Demetri, no sé, creo que parece francés. De la 57, ¿en qué puedo ayudarle? Te respondo una voz.
Under the green prime line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. You wonder what the lieutenant's default radio station is.
Debajo del botón de línea principal de color verde, un amarillo atrae tu atención. Pone memoria. Me pregunto cuál será la emisora. ¿Cuál es la que lleve como predefinida? Podemos contactar con el 41. Tal vez en la 41 sepan quiénes somos, ¿no? Necesito que me ponga con un civil, una tal Sylvie. Puede que haya informado de un asesinato. Ignorar a Alice y presiona el botón de memoria. Eso es todo por ahora. Uf.
Just a second, officer.
Un momento, gente, te pone en espera. El sonido de la estática que repita suavemente como una hoguera. Después de un rato oyes a un anciano saludarte por la radio. Su voz desgarrada te resulta extremadamente familiar.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
The man uses relay code. You've got this. You're a cop, and cops know relay code.
Esto es la enciclopedia. Estos son los que saben. Nuestra capacidad de saber datos, ¿no? 10-2, 10-5. Aquí en la comisaría 41. Adelante, cambio. El hombre utiliza códigos de retransmisión. Ya te lo sabes, eres policía. Y los policías conocen los códigos de retransmisión. Vamos a contestar esta. 10-4, comisaría 41. Tengo asuntos urgentes que atender. Cambio.
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. What's your status? Over.
¿Cuál es su situación? Es para informar.
State your message, sir.
Vale, necesito informar sobre la desaparición de nuestra placa. Necesito ayuda financiera urgente también. Eso también es verdad. Puede sonar raro, pero hay algunos detalles personales de los que me gustaría hablar. No, vamos a... Necesito...
10-9, over.
Dice 10-9, cambio. Mi placa que no la encuentro por ninguna parte. Ha desaparecido así sin más.
10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
Se trata de una situación muy grave. Debo informar con un 10-22 con el capitán. Cambio.
Is it him? What does he want?
Es él. Pregunta una voz seca de fondo. ¿Qué quiere?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
Dice que ha perdido su placa y que quiere informar de ello.
He what? He lost
¿Qué?
his
¿Qué?
badge?
¿Que ha perdido su placa? ¿Quién es ese?
This is Communication Officer Jules Pidieux, sir. Over.
¿Qué nos está diciendo que es Jules Pidieux? No, el otro.
C'est my new partner.
Nuestro compañero, cambio.
What is he saying?
¿Qué dice que? Hostia, entonces esto debe saber cómo nos llamamos. Bueno, y quiénes somos y dónde vivimos.
He's asking who you are.
Pregunta que quién es usted.
I'm his goddamn partner.
Es un maldito compañero.
It's your partner, Satellite Officer Vitmar, sir. Over.
El agente es satélite Mer, señor, cambio.
Did he lose his memory along with his fucking badge?
Es que ha perdido la memoria, pues sí. Junto a su placa, el hombre de fondo parece estar perdiendo la
Who lost
paciencia.
his badge?
¿Quién ha perdido la placa? Lester McLean.
Dick fucking
El
Mullen.
puto Dick Mullen. ¿Quién si no? O sea, vamos Dick Mullen. El señor pene mullido, no sé. El pene que mulle.
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Es el agente Dick Mullen. Del Superventas Dick Mullen. Y la identidad perdida. Replica mientras intenta aguantarse la risa.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge.
Ah, vale, tú no te llamas Dick Mullen. Ah, qué pena, ojalá llamase así. No me acuerdo cómo nos llamamos, la verdad. Te llamas Dick Mullen. Dick Mullen es el nombre de un detective de ficción que no perdería su placa.
Defend yourself.
¡Ojo!
Immediately. They're laughing at you.
La primera vez que aparece autoridad. Defiéndete inmediatamente, se están riendo de ti. A ver, es que en verdad va, operador, dígales que paren, en serio. Jaja, el agente ha pedido su placa, jaja, ni que fuera el primer policía que la pierde. Podemos seguir, solo quiero informar y seguir a lo mío. Vamos a...
10-4, I hear you, officer.
Vamos a
I'm just going
proceder.
to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Vale, 10-4, entendido, gente. Voy a anotar por aquí que está en busca de su placa extraviada. Cambio.
Fuck me.
No me jodas, Mac.
Come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Mac Thorson.
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now?
¿Qué ha perdido qué?
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
He asks you to please stop saying he lost his badge.
Why? Did he find it?
Porque es que la encontró una risotada volcánica, entra en erupción en la sala al otro lado de la línea.
Sergeant Person was wondering if you found your badge yet. Over.
El sargento Thorson se pregunta si ha encontrado su placa y a cambio.
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
La acción dice que no, que tienes para adelante.
He's
Quédase
not
callado.
replying. Looks like he's still looking for it.
No contesta, parece que aún lo está buscando. Se oyen carcajadas de fondo. Ya basta, tengo otras cosas de las que hablar.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
Quita eso, que no le he entendido cambio. La conversación de fondo animada hace que le resulte difícil
New
escucharlo.
heights even for Captain Sober.
Nuevas cotas para el Capitán Sobrio.
Ask him.
Pregúntale.
Ask him if he's lost his gun too.
Pregúntale si también ha perdido el arma.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
El sargento Thorson quiere saber si ha perdido su arma a
Check your
cambio.
pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
No tenemos el arma. Oh, joder, no está aquí. No, ¿no tengo mi arma?
No.
No.
It's gone. It's not fucking on you.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Vamos a esto.
Even before you can
Fallado.
everything gets scrambled in your brain.
No, por supuesto que no he perdido mi pistola. Digo, pistola. Joder, yo he perdido mi arma. No he perdido mi arma reglamentaria. Incluso antes de que puedas pronunciar las palabras, todo se resuelve en tu cerebro.
He says he didn't lose his gun. Or his phone, whatever that means.
¿Qué sea eso?
Ask him to describe it. His gun. Not his fun. Just the gun will do.
Satellite Officer McLean requests a description of your weapon. Over.
Susurrar al teniente
It's
que...
a single shot kill A9. An armistice to be precise.
Says it's a kill 9mm armistice.
Armistice? What, is he a fucking... Clearly he doesn't have his Villiers anymore.
La William.
Dear God, he lost his gun. Oh my, I can't.
This isn't really a laughing matter.
Mac can face a giant of Coco Nur by himself, but Disco hit made him piss his pants. Oh, I can't. Fuck. He lost his ass, but he still got his wiener. Oh man.
I'm not going to.
No voy a...
Ask him.
Pregúntale.
Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over. That's a negative. I'm not going to say that. Over.
What's he saying? Share with the class.
He said he sodomized your mother.
The prick ate Mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday party. Some nerve he's got. Sure her vanilla waffles were the only thing he ate? Shut up, Chester. This isn't funny. This is my mom we're talking about.
A ver, no está bien meterse con las madres de nadie.
Tell him to
Pero se lo merecían por reírse.
Sergeant Orson requests that you apologize for the claims that you made about his mother. Over.
Con pisafuegos. Qué manía con lo de pisafuegos. Vale, dile que lo siento, era una broma. Ya que así se trataban los polis. Si no te gustan las consecuencias, tal vez deberías evitar meterte con pisafuegos. No sé qué contestar. Vale.
He says he's sorry and didn't mean nothing by it.
Vamos a ser reconciliación.
Tell him.
Vamos a ser reconciliadores.
Tell him to find his goddamn badge and gun. That's the only thing that matters here.
Vale, que busquemos nuestra placa y nuestra arma.
Satellite officer. 10-4, affirmative. Officer is in pursuit of his firearm.
Oh God,
Officer, do you need further assistance? Over. 10-4, I
No,
hear
esto.
you. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but...
What does he want now?
Ahora que
He's
quiere.
asking for money.
Is he fucking kidding?
I don't think he
¿Por
is.
qué me tratan tan mal en la comisaría? No lo creo, señor.
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all.
Right.
Yo todo me vivo.
That's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over.
No de primera situación que me conviene el dinero.
Important to the case.
He isn't getting a red cent. You can tell him that.
Request denied, sir. Over. He says he's in trouble. Doesn't have a place to sleep.
No sé de que no tenemos dónde dormir.
Well, I guess he'd better crack the case before sundown then.
Antes de que caiga el sol.
Vigmar said... Anything
Vale.
else, sir? Over. Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your
Vamos a
question.
preguntar por
Over.
nosotros.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through.
Uf, retórica está... Necesita información, no pasar
Be
miedo.
smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
Es inteligente, pregúntale si está solo.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question. That's a negative, sir. I got 10-12 visitors present here. Over.
What? What is it? He's still on the line?
Vamos a preguntar por nuestro tal. Porque claro, no sabemos ni cómo
He
es.
wants to verify the information on his badge.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revacholian Cavalry Force.
Tell him to stop wasting time.
What do you need, sir? Over. 10-4.
No sabe qué
Your
parece.
address.
Hold up, Jules. He doesn't fucking know where he lives? Did I hear that right?
Mi teoría es que hemos muerto y hemos resucitado. Morimos de una sobredosis de alcohol. Hemos resucitado, por eso como que no olvidamos. Lo olvidamos
Like
todo.
it, sir.
No, fuck him. Don't tell him anything. You understand? He's been hellbound for the gutter. Let him have it.
Sorry, sir. Anything more I can do for you? Over. 10. Excuse me, sir. Over. No, sir, I haven't. You're not really keen on mentioning your home life, so I've always assumed things weren't that good on that front. Over. Understood, sir. Over.
Vamos a terminar.
Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Un cajón metálico se desliza desde debajo del asiento y se encaja en su lugar. Las herramientas que contiene están cuidadosamente
Take what
ordenadas.
you need, officer.
Coge lo que
It's
necesitas,
going to be a
gente.
long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
It's robust, weatherproof, and well made.
Una
It lets
linterna.
you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss.
Cortapen... No sé lo que es un cortapernos. Pero esto para bajar el
The handles
cadáver.
are long and sleek.
Voy a suponer que es
Snap,
bueno.
snap, go the cutters in your hand. You can do good work with these. Cut chains, locks, and ropes, especially belts.
Y coger la
The pry
palanca.
bar feels nice and cold, useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers, and the radio on its hook.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi slowly begins to tap a little rhythm with his right foot.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
Esto es una voz femenina de solo 3 de la estatua. Suena como si estuviera 1.000.000 de kilómetros de aquí. Hola, a la policía. Me gustaría saber unos rondos en los últimos días. No.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
Vamos a preguntar esto.
No, not me.
¿Sabes quién hizo la llamada?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
So the Union has a phone, and there's one further down the coast. Got it.
Vale, sindicato y costa.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Yeah, go on. You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Why not?
Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now. Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer.
This exact conversation has happened before. Establishing authority before this young girl seems to have been important to you in the past. Don't go there again.
Oh, no, I haven't, sorry.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
Mi uniforme también no. Dios, debería de investigarla.
He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is.
Bueno, pero tal vez la he dejado en casa, tal vez yo también voy de... soy teniente también, los tenientes no tienen por qué llevar el uniforme. Por lo que tengo entendido yo, no sé, no soy un experto en la policía, arroba policía. ¿Has visto mi pistola?
No, not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective.
Suena más serio. Espero que le mostrase mi pistola, no mi otra pistola.
You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating and... You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
Oh, those again. I have been trying to wean you off them.
¿Trata de destetaros de esos menesteres de qué?
You know, when you put your gun, your actual gun, on your temple and pretend to shoot your brains out, off of that, people don't like that. I remember this. You were screaming things like, "My brains are all over the wall, painting them red. I won't be seeing it. 'Cause these are my brains. I can't see without my brains. Very nice visuals there. There is silence on the other end of the line.
Vale, no sé qué
Me
decir.
neither. No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big bucks cannot lie and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns.
¿Estamos en Estados Unidos?
It almost looked like you pawned it, but believe me, I did not ask. Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on. The disco things.
Vamos a
I
terminar
do
con
hope
eso.
so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Podemos tratarle. Es un hogar, te le invito a salir. Vamos a intentar.
No, she doesn't have a problem with you. It must be someone else she's angry about. Some other guy. Like God.
Diferente es otro tío. Uno como...
You know women and their constant problems. Yak, yak, nag, nag. How's one supposed to get the love going like that? That's where you step in. You're Lieutenant Love, matchmaker extraordinaire. Help the poor girl out, lest she turns into a spinster.
Estoy contento de ayudar, pero ¿y si lo hiciera sin toda esa misoginia
What
interiorizada?
misogyny? I'm just telling things the way they are. Can't a man be honest in his own head anymore? You have to act, Lieutenant Love. You have to calm that hysteric down. Tell it you've got everything under control. Then go and have a little boys' talk with God. Think you can do that, Lieutenant Love? You're just a gimp. What? You want to be more empathetic?
Call was terminated by the other party. Anything else, officer? '57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Para la puerta. Vamos a guardar rápido. A ver qué tenemos aquí. Pagar el estropicio. A ver, aquí que tengo. Subir de nivel. Puedo subir de nivel. ¿A qué no subimos la lógica? Entonces sí que base. A ver, podía subirme un poco la constitución, ¿no? Ya que lo tengo un poco bajo. Y que también la tenemos bastante baja. También estaría bien subirnos. Sí, ¿no? Vamos a hablar con esa señora.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
¿Puedes seguir escuchando?
From another planet.
Hey there. You sure are, my man. It's the jam, my man.
The air from the east is thick with the smell of crude oils, heavy metals and other byproducts of the modern era. You can almost taste it.
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck.
Hostia.
Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days. Yeah, exactly.
It's official. He too agrees. This is the antechamber of the afterlife.
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Mazout is an antiquated term for heavy fuel oils. This man has a barely suppressed performative streak, or he just likes unusual words, or both.
Imagine. It's been a whole week already.
La verdad es que me cae bien, Tommy.
So tell me, what do you need?
Tiene nada resuelto.
It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
Going on strike would probably help you dodge a bullet or two.
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like, a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That's for sure.
Tommy me cae bastante bien. Bastante pana, ¿eh?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really. Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
Muy baja. Vamos a
He ain't one of
preguntarle.
us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff. The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Vamos a probar.
Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
You really are the law, aren't you? I get that being bluntly observant and inquisitive comes with the territory, but it certainly doesn't help with your conversation.
Maybe the full-on direct approach wasn't correct. Damn, it's tricky business looking into someone's eyes and not doing it wrong.
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Relax. He's merely joking.
No imaginaba. Nadie le dirá, bueno, sí. Que te has entendido. Vale, ¿qué te has
Can't even
perdido?
get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits and that kind of thing.
¿Esos son tatuajes que lleva?
They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident, though we've been making headway in the Ilmaran market lately.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Don't be a stranger.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? Of course. What can I help you with? Of course. Where to? What do you mean? Yes, sir. District of Martinez.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
Perdón.
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really. The harbor gates, some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too.
Puertas del puerto. No sé qué. Alberto, creo. Política local. Al sur, ¿qué hay?
Shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably. Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago. It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach. No problem.
She's very well composed. Back straight.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
If there's a corpse, then you're going to need those gloves for the autopsy.
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
A ver qué es esto. Vamos a preguntar dentro.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
¡Ole! ¡Qué monte! Yo conozco un juego de RPG que es recontra difícil. ¿Cuál es? Ahí esta es la vida. Yo me cago. Ese sí que no me la esperaba. Ahí está, una pequeña puerta destartalada.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Vamos hacia adentro, ¿no? Bueno, en verdad deberíamos de guardar, ¿no? Ahora que... Ah, Fear and Hungers. Sí, lo he jugado. Una partida hace mucho. Mi plan es volvérmelo, es intentar pasármelo.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine, sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. There's a good vague way
Es
to
cocaína,
ask
¿no?
where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However, see that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
Apártate o prepárate. A ver. Bien, tenemos $1. Bueno, tenemos un real. Ya somos... Para el tema lo que trata. Guárdatelo. Vale. Eso es... Conseguido. Esto. Hasta el gran precio. Vale, ropa. Voy a ponerme esto. Herramientas, tengo estas por si necesito. Vale, vale, vale. Si quiero coger esto, vale, va a hacer el caminito.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here.
Capa de policía. Parece que alguien se dejó su...
When the wind ruffles the cloak, you can most definitely see a white rectangle on its back.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. That machine is a Kvalsund 1020 HK.
Is it? Kvalsund makes a lot of heavy equipment, but this is phenomenal, even for them. But I digress. We were focusing on your cloak here. The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it? Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meter stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you.
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what its pockets may hide?
What are we doing? We're awfully close to breaking into the industrial harbor. They're bound to have information for us. Or it could be that we are just exploring.
Vamos a intentarlo.
Nope, no. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up here. You could have died there. Shit. I'm failing you. This wasn't possible.
Hey! What happened? I understand. We can always come back when you're feeling better.
Vamos a coger lo que hay aquí. Bueno, ahora sabemos dónde está nuestra capa. Vamos a entrar. Vamos con el muerto.
There he still is, looking right through you.
Vale, lo que quiero es... Vale, antes de esto... puedo... No me lo puedo poner. Ay, no sé lo que... Vale, lo que he hecho es equipármelo.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
We could try using a pry bar. The one you took from my motor carriage, or... We might want to ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one. And he also has information.
Vale, mano derecha, vamos a... Mano izquierda. ¿Puedo desengancharlo?
There he still is, looking.
Vale, no puedo.
There he still is.
Vale, no puedo. No puedo. Vamos a pedírselo a esta hombre. Esto no lo he visto.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
Ahora no.
Oh, excuse me. Do you have something better to do than lust for sweet syrupy rum and lemonade? With a twist of lemon? Maybe lime. Maybe who cares? A colorful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John. Your fingers find their way into the shackle, flicking open its spring-loaded gate.
¿Vas a robarles?
The metal loop holds the plastic ID and a leather-bound pocketbook. The man emits a loud snore. Is he about to wake up? Doesn't look like it, but you never know. Better be quick. No, he's looking the other way, perhaps purposefully. You slip the plastic ID card out of the loop and pocket it. The man continues to... Just for the record, you look nothing like the man on the document. You find a black paper note with a woman's profile. Yum yum. Money. Think of all the things you can buy with this. The synapses in your brain fire with glee. The sleeping dock worker has little to say about your actions. He remains silent. The man does not mind.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
Hola, asistente de tutorial. A ver, gerente.
Can I help you? Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Eso, ¿por qué está cerrado?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please. What thing? Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
There are these things called days. You sleep between them. He's saying they'll come after you've slept. Just making clear you got that.
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business. He wasn't pan-fried, he was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with... Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you want.
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Another thing. Great. I love those. Yes?
Absolutely
Absolutely out of the question.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
Exacto. Yo estoy con el mundo interior.
Is ready, sire.
Vamos a ver. Vale. Objetos. Vamos a ver qué hay en el contenedor, porque en el contenedor puede haber algo importante, interesante. Son las 11, más o menos a la 1 vienen.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock with a well-oiled crack. The lock pops open. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. Just the feeling. A warning from some part of you. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Necesitaría una copia. Sales de una comida. Hay un cartonazo, ¿no? Y has hecho basura.
This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows, the methodology in your fingers. You're used to this. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Baptiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay.
Bueno.
Drop them in here, officer. Guitar-marked blue jeans. Pocket empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see?
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
This is a military type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of ribbed shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that...
Alright, we should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force. Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash, the lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container. It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple, what's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes.
Officer, is that your paperwork? It is. Look. The plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash? Boring. Try dangerous. You should do a thorough inventory of that. Be sure some has not fallen into the hands of the RCM's enemies, organized crime, or worse. Official notes sometimes contain informants' names, even undercover operatives. It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron. Only in its social sensibility.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
Vale.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Interactuar.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much. Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage? But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work? It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. There's a piece of toilet paper. Or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper. It's a metaphor. for you. Thank you, Waterlogged Ledger, for spelling it out for us. It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want. Still wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off with your finger and voila! The ledger now looks marginally better. An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before. Looks like an official mark, made to be low visibility outside the right circumstances.
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property. Any capable light with the right wavelength will do. All RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand. They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, Case, work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate, due to it's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average. What do you mean? Is that all?
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes. Two? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me. It's okay. We all make mistakes.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible. There is, for precisely 1 more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered, once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete. The tasks you've completed flow out of the kind green ape pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to... You're a swashbuckler with that pen, Harry, and it feels good. Feels like completion. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality.
No, actually. Any ideas? Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now.
Bien hecho, Kim. Okay, es bien.
I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
You don't exactly close them, so much as in the back you see thin translucent copy paper, some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out. 3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work. A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. But they appear pleasantly. These are quite sinister in tone. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk, all in a print so small it could be considered downright cute. Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms, and the rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork, it's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden and something small inside? Light, made of paper or cardboard? Permeables. It's not hidden per se. The compartment is made for the plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center. With your hands, you 4-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board.
Vamos a probar.
Is not what you end up doing. You squeeze the plastic to slide it open, but nothing happens. Then you bend it some. The ledger quivers in your hand. As it shakes, the pages rustle. The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, you know, like the bits they put into public piss bowls, probably called Fermi Discrete, or Axel, or something. At some point in its journey, the ledger has seen the inside of a public toilet. Remember when I said the smell of the upstairs bathroom was so rank they should have sent a poet to describe it? Why, yes it is. Among many other things. This...
Vamos a guardar el portapapeles. Me queda poco para subir, ¿eh? Nos preguntan los niños, pero bueno.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next.
The dashboard lights up, orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canadian, like a leopard waking from its sleep. The lights unfold with a...
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river.
There she is. Revachol West.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations. The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights. A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child.
Ah, Martinez. Let me see. Right here. No, it does not.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows. The first row has 18 dots. The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some. You count 216 perforations. Considering that nice, large number, a wave of pride washes over you, though you can't say why, precisely. The last row has 3 perforations. That's it.
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look.
Alpha male officers who are proud of their numbers often do. It's meant.
Momento.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered? That's what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years of your youth? Maybe you were a diplomat, or in PR. Doesn't matter, I suppose. Let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see. Wow, more than 200. It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers. Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there. For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way. There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident. But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for. Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others.
You know.
Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies. Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now. Why not gardening? You've already got the gloves.
The lieutenant nods.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights. You can now see your statistics on your journal page.
¿Cómo llevo? Me faltan 5 para subir de nivel. Esto puede ser... Tiene como dos estos. ¿Solo puedo subirlo 2 veces o...? Voy a poner voluntad o... Vale. Creo que le vamos a preguntar al gerente de nuevo. Y luego le vamos a dejar antes de preguntar a los niños. Por ejemplo, y nos vamos al Fallout. Porque es bastante interesante. ¿Sí puedo? A ver, señor...
Can I help you?
No tengo las
Thanks.
llaves.
I hope you found what you were looking for. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my stuff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene. The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Yes?
Y lo otro sería preguntar a... Vamos a preguntarle a Kuno. Me gustaría poder una manera de marcar... ¿El reservado cuál es? Era esto, ¿no? El reservado es esto de aquí. Bueno, ahora cuando... Bueno, debemos preguntar a la chica o bueno... ¿Es nuestro bastante nuestra vecina? No lo sé. Vamos a dejar aquí. Guardar rápido. Guardar partida. Bueno, principal. Confirmar. Tienes poca moral, súbele puntos a voluntad. Interesante.